very moving moment for most of the team, who after months of planning and 5 days of travelling are finally on the river. This expedition is meant to be a celebration of what the team feels is a forgotten hero. Richard was born poor in Truro, where his father owned the Fighting Cocks pub. The pub was a meeting place for travellers and sailors, and the young Richard would spend hours enthralled by their stories of adventure. So, at the tender age of just 9, he walked to London to seek employment with the explorers of the day. As the sole survivor of the doomed Second Clapperton expedition, he was keen to return to Africa. He volunteered to lead a team to continue Clapperton's failed attempt to determine the course of the Niger. The British colonial office agreed. They wrote to him stating,
"Sir, I am directed by the Secretary George Murray to acquaint you that it is deemed expedient to accept the offer that you have made to return to Africa, accompanied by your brother for the purpose of ascertaining the course of the Great River, if possible to its termination, wherever that might be."
Our first stop on our journey is Badjibo, a small village on the banks of the Niger where we know that Richard and his brother had stopped. Once again, word has reached the inhabitants that we are coming, and once again they are ready to receive us. Although we saw it many times, the dancing drum's symbolism was lost on us and its meaning was never explained. We felt as Richard must have felt, encountering something completely foreign and different from anything previously experienced.
This expedition is basically a simple river journey, but with a difference. The 200th anniversary is important. We want to raise public awareness of the story of Richard Lander. I think everybody here today knows the story of the Lander brothers, but in England they don't. Only 4 years ago I had not heard of Richard Lander. So the expedition is twofold. It's an expedition of goodwill, and it's also to raise public awareness back home of the Landers' historic journey. The boat that you've seen today is called Goodwill. It's been constructed by Falmouth Marine College in Cornwall. We intend to donate that boat to a youth organisation in Nigeria and hope that once every 2 years the journey of goodwill will be repeated by the people and the youth of Nigeria. And again, I've saved the best till last. As Sordona saw the other day, we had a special ceremony with the Emir of Borgu. 200 years ago, Richard Lander gave the Emir a silver medallion, which was turned into a ring. I'm pleased to say the expedition team members have presented the Emir with a new coin, a new silver coin struck by the Royal Mints in England to commemorate this 200th anniversary, and this in particular, this expedition. It doesn't replace the old coin, that is in history, but it's bringing history from yesterday to today for the youth and the people in the future.
After the speeches, and before we leave, there is still time for one more display of the ever-popular dancing drum.
Welcome.
After another 3 hours on the water, we arrive at Jebba Dam, and the first day of the journey comes to an end. The next morning we encounter an unexpected problem.
Got a tractor in the background, and you see Goodwill being kind of wheeled into position. The intention is to load Goodwill onto that trailer by reversing the tractor a bit further into the water, cart it around via the roadway to the other side of the dam, and then put it in the water. We've also got the support boat donated by John Holt, which is going to undergo the same treatment. The only problem is that Goodwill's a bit on the long side for that trailer, so it might need a bit of jiggery-pokery to get it sorted out.
We leave the boat team to sort out the moving of Goodwill, and leave with the support team to try and sort out transport and accommodation for the rest of the journey.
I've just spoken to Dave on the sat phone. Dave is highlighting things are moving really slowly there. The main problem is there's no transport between Land Team 2 and the Goodwill team. They're transporting slowly the boat from the top of Jebba Dam to the bottom of the dam, but there's no comms between Caroline and Simon. So the drivers failed to turn up for the bus, so they are unable to move and purchase fuel and provisions, and also, what's more importantly as well, is deliver the 2 boxes of educational supplies to Bajibol, and also the 2 boxes to Jebba Chief. So everything is kind of on hold until we source some transport from Government House, which we're going to try today. If it turns out after we go there, pay our respects and courtesy call, possible presentation of a bronze coin to the Deputy Governor if he is returned from Abuja, then we hopefully will obtain